Good morning students and welcome to this class of BCom 4th semester Supplementary English, and today we are going to continue the same portion of your syllabus, that is recommendation report, it's under writing skills. So yesterday we discussed one example. This is another example. It's somewhat similar. The name of the company may differ, the name of the company may be different, the address which is given in the question, especially for that particular company, may be different, but overall structure or the overall format is same, and it should remain same, or it will be same, right? So today's question, as I have taken here for you, is you are the chairman of the committee. It means you, the student, okay, who is actually appearing for the university examination, and suppose that you are actually there, okay, you are the, it is just assumption, okay, you have to write this recommendation report, okay, in the capacity of what? The chairman of the committee, appointed by whom? It is given in the question itself. You are the chairman of the committee appointed by the managing director. This committee is appointed by managing director here, right? Galaxy Tiles Private Limited, Nagpur, to examine the causes, to find out the causes, right, of decline, diminishing in the company's business. It means the decline in the company's business and goodwill, and to write a report of recommendations to enhance, to improve, to enhance means to improve its reputation, goodwill and profits. Write the report. I think so many words or nearly 2 to 3 sentences which are given in the question itself will be useful for you while writing the answer of this particular question. So first of all, we write about that person to whom we are going to submit this report actually, okay. So here, as the committee was appointed by the managing director, you will be going to submit this report to him, okay. So to him or her, whoever is there. So first of all, the managing director, the address is given here. If it is not given, then you are free to write any address of your own accord. Galaxy Tiles Private Limited, Bhopal. After this Galaxy Tiles Private Limited, as only Bhopal is given, you can write the address in detail also. It will be then fictitious because detail address is not given here. Okay. So I have written whatever is given in the question itself. Managing Director, Galaxy Tiles Private Limited, Bhopal. After that, what comes? There is the date. The date of that particular day when you are actually writing that report, right? So 26 March 2021, it is today's date, right? Then after that, it should be clear that the report is about what? About recommendation. So that in the subject, you should make this point here and should write it clearly, recommendation report. So from this particular title or head, it is clear that it's about recommendation, okay? It's related to the question only. Then again, I repeat yesterday's points. 4 important heads are there which are to be mentioned at any cost. First, in terms of reference, then there is procedure, then there is findings, and then lastly there is recommendations. So again, in the point of terms of reference, we will be writing about the committee members and the duration for the submission of this report and how you will work. How you will work, or how you have already worked, comes under this point, that is procedure. Okay, so first of all, we discuss here about terms of reference, right? As it is given here, the committee was appointed. The committee was appointed. It is given the committee was appointed by whom? By the managing director. Date is not given. So you can write the date here, okay? I have taken here the date, that is the committee was appointed on 26 February, last month's date, okay? It means you had 1 complete month to prepare this report, to go to the site actually, to have interaction with the people, to have your own findings, okay, to reach an appropriate conclusion, okay, so that you can recommend some certain things, right? So far as this particular case is concerned, or this problem is concerned, it's about the decline in the company's business, goodwill, and overall loss of the company due to some certain factors, okay, or reasons. So the committee was appointed on 26 February 2021 by the managing director, then full stop. The committee comprising. Here we should write about what? Here we should write about the members of the committee. First of all, chairman is there, and then show 2 or 3 members who are supposed to be there with you, along with you, okay, in order to examine or in order to observe the things and prepare this report, right, in your committee with you. So the committee comprising Miss S.K. Rina, she is shown by me as the chairman, okay. Then Mr. S.A. Salim, who is shown as the member, Mr. B.Y. Joseph, again member, and Mr. S.M. Ashoka. So these 3 persons are shown as the members. You can take 2 or 3 at most. One is chairman and 2 or 3 members. So this is the committee of near about 4 persons. Okay. In yesterday's or the earlier lecture we discussed somewhat similar report, but I had taken only 2 names there. Okay, 1 chairman and 2 members. Here I have added 1 more. Right. So the committee comprising Miss Reena, Mr. Salim, Mr. Joseph, and Mr. Ashoka was constituted to do what? To examine. It is given in the question itself. What is the purpose behind the formation of this committee? It is very clear from the question itself, so that you don't have to take too much pain, or you don't have to make somewhat extra efforts in order to find out what is the reason behind the formation of this committee. It is already given. It is clearly given in the question itself, so that we can get some idea from the question. Was constituted to examine what? The causes of decline in the company's business and goodwill, and to write a report of recommendations to enhance, to improve its reputation, goodwill, and profit. I think nearly you can take about 2 or 3 lines which are given in the question itself as it is here. Okay, because in detail it is given. If it is not given in detail, then make your own points. Okay, related points only. The committee is instructed to submit its report by 26 March 2021. Suppose that this is the last day or date for what? For the submission of this particular report. So you have to be precautious while writing the dates here. Okay, 26 March 2021, because by this day you have to submit the report. It means the entire task, the entire assignment, the entire work has already been completed by you successfully, and today you are going to submit this report. Then there comes the procedure. So under this head or in this point of procedure, what do you write? You write about what you actually did during this period, during the stipulated period of 13 days. Okay, so you write about that. You must have visited the site, you must have interacted with the people working in that company, you must have got an opportunity to candidly have talked with those people, and got to know about the reasons why the company is losing its prestige. Okay, so and profit, etc. So you got an opportunity during that particular period to know about all these things. So this is the procedure, right? You will be writing about this procedure under this head or in this point. The members of the committee visited the company's site. If there are some other offices, you can use that word offices also. Okay, here I have used the word site, and made inquiries. You made inquiries with the employees, you had talked with the employees working there to evaluate their responses on the causes of decline in the company's business, reputation, and profits. Okay, why the company is in loss. You had gone there to know about this, so that you did one thing. What? You went there, you interacted with those employees, you interacted with other people also, and then reached some certain conclusions, right? And profits, their responses have been recorded and cross-verified. This is a patent sentence. Okay, once you contact the people, once you record their statements, it is your moral responsibility, it is your first duty to cross-verify those statements, whether there are some lacunas, whether do you find any lacuna in their saying or what, okay, in their opinion or what. So you have to cross-verify the authenticity of what they say actually, right? So this is the second point that you have to make here. And then very important, it's about findings. So after having interaction with those people, you reach the findings, or you have your own findings regarding that particular problem. So during the inquiry, it was found that, what was found that? Write it in 3 or 4 sentences at most, right? It is formal writing. Don't use informal language here. Be formal while writing also. Use the words selectively, which are most befitting while writing the report, right? So I have made here 4 points. The employees remain absent from the work. This is your first observation. Finding is for your observations. Okay, when you visited the site, you saw it with your naked eyes, with your open eyes. Okay, it was your first-hand experience after visiting that particular site of the company. So if you observe these certain things, so these are your findings. First, the employees remain absent from the work. This is the first point. Then those who do come for work are careless about punctuality. It means they are not punctual according to you. And your assumption, your consideration is also not baseless, because you have already gone there, you have observed the situation, you have seen the people working there, you have seen their working style, you have noticed in detail all these things, so that your findings have the base, right? You have physically gone there. Just suppose, okay. Third, there may be the problem about the machines also. The machines may be outdated first. It's the problem of the punctuality of the people. Secondly, when you say that the workers are not working properly, it means the authorities who are appointed there to keep watch on those people are also not very serious about their work. Okay, so that we can make this point also here. So the third point is related to machines. The machines used in the factory are outdated. Okay, and the last point is about the works managers. The works managers are negligent and irresponsible about their work. Okay, so these are 4 findings. First, the people are not working properly. Most of the workers remain absent. It affects the productivity of the company, of the factory. It affects so many things. Okay, then there is the problem of managers who are not looking after the company's work at all. And thirdly, it's the problem about the machines, which are, most of the machines are outdated. So you can make such points here. Just have somewhat general thinking and make your own points and arrange the words in proper way, so that you can make right answer. Then the last point is about recommendations. So after these findings, you have to give some suggestions, some certain suggestions, which would be helpful to the company, so that company can improve itself and regain the confidence of the people in it, right? So this is very important. So your recommendations should be based on your findings, right? So I have made here near about 4 to 5 recommendations. First, as we have written in the observation or in the findings that most of the employees remain absent. So what can be done? You can prepare, you can make what it mandatory for all the workers to come to work at a proper time and go to their houses at the proper time. Okay, it means a code of conduct should be framed, right? So a code of conduct to maintain discipline among the employees should be adopted. Okay, there should be a proper system so that you can maintain the discipline in the factory itself. Okay, among the employees. Then the present works managers, we had spoken in the earlier point, in the point of findings, that most of the works managers are not punctual about their own work also, so that you can make the point regarding those people also, right? So I have made the point like this: the present works managers should be shifted to the headquarters or the main branch in their place. Okay, new works managers with integrity, responsibility. These are somewhat qualities which are required in a worker. Okay, so that you can improve the productivity. Punctuality, devotion should be appointed. So new works manager should be appointed there. Then there is the next point where we have already spoken about the machines, outdated machines, so that here you can say that new machine should be bought, okay, and installed at the sections or in the sections. The old outdated machine should be replaced with new technologically advanced machines. It is the must point. Okay. Then an intensive advertisement. When we are speaking about the market, when you are speaking about the products, then in today's time, I think when the competition is too much in the society, okay, so far as business products are concerned, you cannot ignore this important point. Even though your product is of good quality, you must convince the people, okay, about that. And the way is through the advertisement. So that you can make this point also here. An intensive advertising and sales campaign should be launched with a view to bringing back the lost market. It is mandatory in today's times that you make the advertisement and convince the people that it is your product which is much better than the products of other companies. You know, cutthroat competition, the word which is in fashion today, is applicable to this sector also, right? So advertisement is unavoidable, inevitable. Okay. Then the last point can be made like this. Correspondence should be made with all the former customers who you already lost, okay, because of all these things, in order to regain and build up old contacts. So you can contact, or you can make the point here about the former customers. You can contact them just to make this point, okay, and this way you can write this report and somewhat make some certain points under this head of recommendations also. At the end, as you know, should be written the names, and you can put the signatures, or in bracket you can write the designations also. I have avoided that, but you can do that. Okay, it's acceptable, no problem. First, Ms. Escarina. Second, who is the chairman of the committee? It means you. Okay. Mr. S.A. Salim is shown as the member in the first point under terms of reference head. Then Mr. B.Y. Joseph, okay, again member. And lastly, Mr. S.M. Ashoka, again member. So this is what the recommendation report. Don't forget 4 points, 4 heads: terms of reference, procedure, findings, and recommendation. So this was just an example so that you can get some idea about report writing. So I hope that you have well understood how to write the report of recommendation in depth. See the question, understand it first, and then start writing. Somewhat make some general points in your mind, make some points in rough also, and then make your fair answer like this. Okay, so we stop here.